Iran's army, they have assembled for war, quote unquote, assembled for war. The supreme leader Khamenei of Iran, he donned the uniform of the military, and they are now ready to attack Israel, according to one report. Now, I want to actually share with you this statement coming from the head of presidential committee in Iran. And he made this statement, and it is coming on the news at the same time. The Iranian Revolutionary Guards claim to be preparing to send troops to Lebanon. Quote unquote, in the coming days, Iran will start registering volunteers to send troops to Lebanon. The youth of our country and other countries are ready to go to Lebanon and Syria to fight against Israel. We are ready to send troops to the Golan and southern Lebanon, said Akhtari. He is the head of the Presidential Committee to support the Islamic Revolution of the Palestinian people. He noted that Iran, quote unquote, cannot remain indifferent after Israel's attack on Lebanon. Right now, the attack is intensifying in Lebanon, and more people are getting killed. And this is something Israel, we already expected them to do, because these genocidal maniacs, this is what they do. Thanks to American money and bombs, they're able to carry out these atrocities throughout Lebanon at the moment. Now, Iran announced it will send troops to Lebanon to help face the Israeli army and their 900 tanks gathering in the south. Actually, there is another report that said that the IDF has already confirmed that some of its troops will do small pockets of ground invasion in Lebanon. The regional war the U.S. designed has begun. How far it will spread, if we are talking about an existential threat to the Muslim world everywhere, WW3. Now, I also want to show you this one, because this is US's support. Pentagon to deploy. Now, this is coming. This news actually was from August 3rd. This is New York Post. They have published this news, as you can see on the screen here, from New York Post. Basically, it said that Pentagon to deploy land-based firepower and additional troops to Middle East to counter Iranian threats. U.S., in other words, they were already preparing for this day to come, where Israel will be needing this support from the American government, the Biden administration. Now, few things that I also want to make mention of, which are coming in the news only a few hours ago. So, Iran said that killing of the IRGC officer in Beirut strike targeting Nasrallah won't go unanswered. Now, IRGC, they have the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. They have this member who got killed in that attack in Beirut, where Hassan Nasrallah also got killed. And so for Iran, this is a huge blow. Not only Hassan Nasrallah was killed or assassinated, but also their own army military personnel was also killed. And this is why Iran is fuming at the moment. And the report that said that Israel is asking US to help them out with military, it is true. Now, we have to also take a look at this report, where it basically says Israel is now set to ask US to deter Iran from retaliating for Nasrallah assassination. What does it basically means is very, very simple. Iran knows that Israel is in big trouble, and Israel knows it from the very beginning of this war, that they cannot win against Hamas, they cannot win against Hezbollah, let alone winning against Iran. And so now they are doing what they were thinking of doing, which is to drag US in this war. And now Israel is for the first time I'm really hearing this kind of news, where Israel themselves are asking US to help. I have not heard this kind of news in the past, where Israel will be so terrified that Iran is amassing huge manpower and firepower in their border, for which Israel, the Zionists right now are panicking and calling US for help, because they know what is coming in their way in the next few hours or maybe days or weeks is something unimaginable. Israel has reportedly asked the United States to take measures to deter Iran from launching an attack in response to the airstrike that killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps general on Friday. While U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin assured Defense Minister Yoav Gallant on Saturday that Washington supports Jerusalem's right to defend itself. I mean, they call for ceasefire, right? They call for calm and de-escalation. And they say, oh, Israel has the right to defend itself. So whatever they do, we're going to support them. So they're going to commit this murder, and they don't need our approval because Lloyd Austin, the Defense Secretary of the United States, he's furious with Yoav Gallant in another report. Why? Because Yoav Gallant, he did not consult with Lloyd Austin before killing Hassan Nasrallah. So Israel can do whatever they want. And U.S. has to get along with that. Doesn't really matter. And now when Israel is becoming even more of a lunatic, there is level of mental health. Some people, they go through different phases of deteriorating mental health. Israel is at the worst of it. So in the beginning, they were crazy people, we already know, because they stole and grabbed land from the Palestinian. They stole those lands, right? And then slowly they improvised on this, attacking neighbors. And then now we're seeing these people are completely lunatic, killing innocent people in Gaza, committing genocide and don't care, and then committing another genocide in Lebanon, don't care. So they are now at the peak of their lunacy. I hope so. I hope this is the peak. We do not know and how worse this can go, these chosen people. So a U.S. official told the Axios news site that Washington will now work toward a diplomatic solution to prevent an Israeli ground invasion in Lebanon. Really? They have already done it. And how can you prevent Israel from doing anything when you cannot even prevent Israel from assassinating Hassan Nasrallah, according to what we understand? So they're saying, oh, we're going to stop Israel from going into Lebanon. They don't give a damn about it, you guys. Come on, wake up. Your country, your military is at Israel's disposal. It's not your military. It's not your military. It's the Zionist lobby military. Okay, so Iran involvement in ongoing conflict, which follows almost a year of cross-border attacks. The report also addressed claims from U.S. officials on Saturday that Israel had launched the massive strike that killed Hassan Nasrallah in the Dahia suburb of Beirut without giving Washington advance notice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I should believe this story or not, but looks like U.S. right now, they are furious because Joe Biden is a weak leader. I mean, had it been Trump, I think Netanyahu would have bothered to call him. But this is Joe Biden, who doesn't have any memory what happened just a few seconds ago. So Netanyahu thought maybe, it was pointless wasting my time talking to this senile and, get some advice or approval from him. So I think that's how he feels about Joe Biden. This is such a shame. If you're an American, you need to know that the whole world sees you guys as the weakest of the weak. You have the best military in the world. You may have it, but who is charging this military is someone who cannot even remember what happened a few seconds ago. Nasrallah was a bad guy, but it is frustrating that the Israelis are doing this without consulting us and then ask what we can clean up when it comes to deterring Iran. One U.S. official quoted as saying, so right now, some of the U.S. officials, they're freaking out. Like, are we slaves of Israel, that they will do something and they will ask us to clean up the mess? Yeah, I mean, U.S. official, whoever you guys are, it is what it is. I mean, you have to swallow this pill. I mean, this is so true. Now, IDF, so talking about U.S.'s approval, right? So IDF may have already begun small raids on Hezbollah in South Lebanon, reports. So no, they don't care about U.S.'s approval. I mean, who cares about them? Proxy. This is going to be absolutely disastrous. So guys, right now we know that Israel Defense Forces, they're working hard. They have committed genocide. Now they're going to be sending troops in Lebanon, do some ground operation, and at the same time ask U.S. to back them up to the fullest. If not, then obviously the Zionist lobby is going to doom Biden administration, and the people of America, US citizen, will just be wondering what happened to our politics, what happened to our government. We vote somebody and the other party doesn't, the other party wins. But this is the reality, the sad reality of the US. I have some comments here, guys. Thank you so much for your comments. If you have any more comments, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful